Ever wondered what the top 10 things to do in Astoria, Oregon are? Welcome, friends, to Astoria, a hidden gem nestled on the northernmost tip of Oregon. This quaint town, with its Victorian architecture and sweeping river views, is steeped in a history as rich as the mighty Columbia River it overlooks. Astoria's charm is infectious, and its welcoming atmosphere is as warm as its summer sunsets. But that's not all, folks. Astoria is also home to a plethora of unique experiences, mouth-watering eateries, and breathtaking sights that are just waiting to be explored. So, whether you're a history buff, a food lover, or an adventurer, this town has something to tickle your fancy. We've compiled a countdown of the top 10 things to do in this captivating corner of the Beaver State, and we can't wait to share it with you. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the top 10 things to do in Astoria, Oregon. Kicking off our countdown at number 10, we have the Astoria Riverwalk. The Astoria Riverwalk, a gem that wraps itself around the edge of the city, offering an exquisite blend of urban charm and natural beauty. A journey along this 5-mile path introduces you to a world where the hustle and bustle of city life meets the serene stillness of the Columbia River. Now you might be thinking, 5 miles? That's quite a walk. But don't worry, the Riverwalk has you covered with a vintage trolley ride. That's right, you can sit back, relax, and soak in the stunning views of the Columbia River and the majestic ships sailing by. From the rustling leaves to the gentle lapping of the waves, the Astoria Riverwalk is a symphony of sounds that whispers the tales of Oregon's rich history. This isn't just a walk, it's an experience, one that you must not miss. Next time you're in Astoria, don't forget to take a leisurely stroll along the Riverwalk. Coming in at number 9, we have the Astoria Column. Standing tall at 125 feet, this tower is a beacon of history and culture. Its panoramic views offer a breathtaking visual treat that extends from the Pacific Ocean to the Cascade Range. But the view isn't the only thing that makes the Astoria Column a must-visit spot. The column itself is a canvas that tells the story of the Oregon Territory through its unique murals. These artworks spiraling up the tower depict the significant events of the area, from the arrival of Captain Gray in 1792 to the journey of Lewis and Clark. It's a history lesson wrapped in an architectural marvel. And did you know? The Astoria Column is one of the few places in the U.S. where you're allowed to launch your own miniature gliders from the top. Just imagine the thrill of that. So for a breathtaking view of Astoria, make sure the Astoria Column is on your list. At number 8, we're stepping back in time with the Flavel House Museum. Nestled in the heart of Astoria, this grandiose Victorian mansion whispers tales of yesteryears. It's a quintessential example of Queen Anne architecture with its ornate woodwork, imposing towers, and wraparound porch. This house was once the residence of Captain George Flavel, a prominent bar pilot in the late 19th century. Today it serves as a time capsule, preserving Astoria's rich maritime history within its walls. Each room is meticulously adorned with period furniture and artifacts, painting a vivid picture of the opulent lifestyle of the Flavels. The museum also houses an impressive collection of antique musical instruments in a carriage house showcasing vintage carriages. With its beautifully manicured gardens, it's easy to lose yourself in the tranquility of the past. So if you're a history buff, the Flavel House Museum is a must-visit. Don't forget to check out the gift shop for unique souvenirs that'll serve as tangible memories of your time travel experience. Number 7 takes us to the historical Fort Clatsop. Nestled in the heart of Astoria, Oregon, Fort Clatsop is an authentic replica of the encampment where the famous Lewis and Clark expedition made their winter stay from December 1805 to March 1806. Imagine, over 200 years ago, explorers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, along with their team, hunkered down here, surviving the harsh winter while they mapped the newly discovered Western Territory. Nowadays, you can literally walk in their footsteps. Fort Clatsop offers a glimpse into the past with its historical reenactments. You can watch as actors, dressed in period clothing, demonstrate various aspects of 19th century life, from cooking and crafting to musket firing. And let's not forget the educational exhibits. They provide an in-depth look at the Lewis and Clark expedition, sparking curiosity and wonder in both the young and the young at heart. For a taste of history, make sure Fort Clatsop is on your itinerary. Halfway through our countdown at number 6, we have the Columbia River Maritime Museum. This isn't just any old museum, folks. It's a treasure trove of maritime history. dedicated to preserving the rich and vibrant history of the Columbia River and its surrounding areas. With an impressive collection of exhibits, the museum showcases the Columbia River's profound influence on the region. Here you'll find everything from naval artifacts to intricate displays of historic vessels. There's even a real-life lightship Columbia, the last of its kind to serve as a floating lighthouse at the river's dangerous mouth. The museum also delves into the fascinating world of commercial fishing and the daring life of the river's pilots. And if all that wasn't enough, the museum also offers educational programs and films to satisfy the most curious of minds. So if you're interested in maritime history, you know where to go. Cracking the top 5, we're taking a food break with bowpicker fish and chips. Now, if you're wondering about the name, it's because this iconic eatery is actually housed in a converted gillnet boat, which is a type of fishing vessel known as a bowpicker. Intriguing, right? But it's not just the novelty of its setup that reels folks in, it's the mouth-watering food. They serve up a simple menu, but boy, do they do it well. Their fish and chips are legendary. The fish, locally caught albacore tuna, is beer-battered and fried to a golden perfection. Pair that with a heap of crispy hand-cut fries and you've got yourself a meal worth writing home about. And let's not forget the atmosphere. With its convenient location near the Columbia River Maritime Museum, it's the perfect spot for a lunch break during your Astoria exploration. So if you're a foodie, bowpicker fish and chips is a must-try. At number 4, we're visiting the lively Astoria Sunday Market. Now, if you're someone who loves a good farmer's market, prepare to be blown away by this gem. The Astoria Sunday Market isn't just a place to buy fresh produce, it's a vibrant community event that brings together locals and tourists alike. Imagine strolling down the bustling street, the air filled with the mouth-watering scent of local food vendors cooking up a storm. You'll find an array of stalls selling everything from fresh fruits and vegetables to home-baked goods and even artisanal cheese. But it's not just about the food. The market is also a treasure trove of local crafts, with vendors selling unique handmade jewelry, art, and clothing. For those who want to take a piece of Astoria back home, this is the perfect place to find a one-of-a-kind souvenir. So, for a taste of local Astoria, don't miss the Sunday market. At number 3, we're taking a trip down memory lane with the Goonies house. Nestled in the charming town of Astoria, this unassuming abode shot to fame as the setting for the beloved 80s adventure film, The Goonies. It's not just a house, it's a time capsule, a piece of cinematic history, and a pilgrimage site for movie buffs worldwide. The house has retained its rustic charm, making it easy to imagine Mikey and his band of friends embarking on their daring treasure hunt right from this spot. It's a tangible connection to a story that has captured hearts for decades. Visiting the Goonies house is like stepping into a scene from the movie. It's a surreal experience that transports you back to the thrilling world of childhood adventures and pirate treasures. So if you're a fan of the Goonies, this is one stop you can't miss. Coming in at number 2, we're taking a break at the Astoria Brewing Company. Now, this isn't your run-of-the-mill brewery. The Astoria Brewing Company is steeped in history and is considered the heart of the craft beer scene in Astoria. Opening its doors back in the early 20th century, it was the first in town to start brewing suds. It's been a staple ever since, serving up a variety of craft beers that cater to every palate. From hoppy IPAs to smooth stouts and everything in between, there's a brew here that's sure to tickle your fancy. And it's not just about the beer. The Astoria Brewing Company is also known for its warm, welcoming atmosphere and stunning views of the Columbia River. It's a place where locals and visitors alike can gather to share a pint and a laugh, all while enjoying the beauty of Astoria. So if you're a beer lover, the Astoria Brewing Company is a must-visit. And finally, at number 1, we have the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park. This majestic park is a testament to the pioneering spirit of the Lewis and Clark expedition, which bravely traversed this rugged landscape over 200 years ago. The park is steeped in history, a place where you can almost hear the whispers of the past on the wind. The park isn't just a history lesson, though. It's a place of stunning natural beauty where the Columbia River meets the Pacific Ocean, creating a unique blend of ecosystems. You'll find lush forests, expansive wetlands, and sandy beaches, all teeming with wildlife. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or just someone looking for a great place to spend a day, the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park has something for everyone. So, for the ultimate Astoria experience, make sure the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park is at the top of your list.